94.1 WHRP, Gurley, Huntsville, Decatur, a Cumulus media station. Tony with T-Mill in the morning. Laughs, informative, and just a little crazy. Tony with T-Mill in the morning. On 94.1 WHRP. Tony with T-Mill in the morning. T-Mill in the morning. This is the Tony with T-Mill in the morning show.
And the wind is just ramping up slowly.
Ooh, listen, I don't know who owes the wind money, but the wind is here to collect.
Well, you know how it is in the state of Alabama. Oh, her buddy owes money.
We're associates.
Right. Yeah.
I don't have it.
I'm still waiting to see the GoFundMe account surface. Y'all love them so much. Where the money at?
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if we see one go up. This is crazy.
It's owed due today. Letitia want her money. Better have my money.
Hey, good morning, Rihanna.
Right.
Wow.
Yes.
Yeah, definitely going to have to talk about that.
State of New York City. They looking for their money, and they say it's $500 million that he owes. Now, wouldn't this be bizarre?
Yeah.
I think we'll all pack up and move if he were to win
Don't say
the
that.
1.1 billion lottery. If he were to win the lottery, how many people gonna pack their bags and get up out of here?
Oh, we are definitely living in the Twilight Zone right now.
Hey, TFN.
Oh, my goodness.
Woo!
Well, on the good side of things, going to tell you about some startups in Alabama that are up for a little competition.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
Houses, apartments, restaurants. Oh, my. What could it be?
We're going to tell you. You got to keep listening.
All right. Listen, we are under a wind advisory. They say it really starts at 7 a.m. We're getting little gushes of wind.
Be careful,
to make sure that you're quite aware of this. This will be from 7 a.m. today to 7 a.m. tomorrow. Going to have a lot of activity this afternoon and so on and so forth. We'll get into it.
Yeah. No, kids, that doesn't mean that school starts late. You're still going to school all the time.
This one you got to go to school on.
Also, got to talk about who is teaming up for a new TV network.
Oh.
Yeah, two TV personalities.
Really?
Teaming up for a TV network.
Watch your back. You saw what happened to Cosby. All right. Tony with T-Mill in the morning. We got a special announcement at 9 a.m. Stick around. 94.1 WHRP.
Tony with T-Mill in the morning.
Water on 94.1 WHRP. Tony with T-Mill in the morning. Whew.
Listen, I need not water, gas.
Yeah, hey.
Going back and forth across the state line. Right?
Yeah, you can't win if you don't play.
Listen, the Mega Millions. This is bananas. And the Mega Millions, it's been going on since last December.
Still ain't got a winner.
We're 3 months in and no winner. So now they estimate $1.1 billion. This isn't the first time. This is maybe the third time $1 billion for the lottery, for the Mega Millions. And Tuesday, the fifth largest prize is 5 times.
Ooh.
Yeah, fifth time. Someone could walk away with all that money on Tuesday. Now, if somebody wins that lottery, Mega 1.1 billion, I just stutter over it. I just
gotta make sure you read it right.
Exactly.
Like, are we sure?
That should be called Super Tuesday.
Man,
right?
listen.
Super duper.
Yes.
Right? And so that's with the Mega Powerball. And it gets so confusing.
Yeah.
Powerball now worth nearly $800 million. So now here's the deal, T-Mill. If you play the Mega Million, which you should play both. I mean, seriously.
Absolutely. Come on now.
If you play the Mega and you play the Powerball, and let's just say you happen to win both.
Yes.
You're going to walk away with nearly, after you pay old Uncle Sam, You got to pay me first.
Hey, sure will.
You're going to walk away with 900 some odd million. Estimated. Estimated. All up in your pockets.
It just hurts to think about it. And the fact that no one has won yet. So then you start thinking, did someone lose the ticket and not know it? Or?
No, well, what they said was, as far as the Powerball, Saturday, they had California, Florida, Indiana, Texas, and Washington. There were winners who won $1 million. So they won some money, but not the big jackpot.
Goodness
so you can
gracious.
win if you get so many numbers. So there's about 5 winners for $1 million. That's still not going to hurt my feelings.
No, Shay, listen, that amount of money, I feel like it's going to happen right around tax time.
Oh.
They're going to get that winner.
Story.
They're going to pick those winners, and man.
See, this is why I'm not going to win, because I'm already plotting and scheming. If I won around tax time, I'm going to go knock. Uncle Sam, I know you in there.
Come get your money. Paying you right now. It's under the doormat.
I'm out.
WHRP is your home for today's best variety of R&B. 94.1 WHRP.
We looking black in the day.
Was that black?
We're looking back in the day.
Back.
Well,
Well, back in the day, Shirley Jackson, the first African-American woman to earn a doctorate at MIT, the telecommunication research that she did led to the invention of the touch-tone phone, portable fax, fiber optic cables, and, of course, caller ID. Thank you, Miss Jackson. In 2014, President Barack Obama named her the co-chair of the President's Intelligence Advisory. That's black in the day. On this date, in 1807, the British Parliament abolished the slave trade. It was the first demonstration of a pancake making, and that was held in New York City on this date in 1882. Yeah. 1954, RCA actually sold their very first color TV set, and it was only a 12.5 inches. But it cost $1,000.
Oh, my God.
On this date in 1965, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. led thousands on a march from Selma to Montgomery, Alabama. And today is when they reached the state capitol after 5 days of walking.
Wow. All right.
Prince won the Best Original Score Oscar for Purple Rain on this date in 1985. In 1985, Stevie Wonder also won Best Song Oscar for I Just Called to Say I Love You. And Apple announced Apple TV Plus. That's why you paying for it on this date in 2019. Celebrities celebrating their birthdays and famous people too.
Hey, Big Sean, he's got some new music coming out. He's celebrating a birthday along with Juvenile. Back that thing up. Elton John is celebrating a birthday along with Sarah Jessica Parker. You know her from Sex and the City and Just Like That. Cheryl Swoops, the first player signed to play in the WNBA, 3-time league MVP, 4-time WNBA champion. Lark Voorhees, you remember her as Lisa Turtle from Saved by the Bell, Haywood Nelson, and Laz Alonso. And in memoriam today, we remember Aretha Franklin, born 1942, the queen of soul, the original Riri. You can find more celebrity birthdays on our Facebook page at 94.1 WHRP.
And it is National Waffle Day. You can have a waffle for breakfast. You can have one for lunch. You can have one for dinner with some chicken on the side. That's back in the day. Tony with some T-Bill in the morning. There he is on 94.1 WHRP.
Hold up. Wait a minute before you start working on that deck. Wait. Before you start doing that pressure washing, call my friends at Fence One. Hey, it's T Mill with my friends at Fence One. Fence One offers the best prices and quality guaranteed. Whatever you need, Fence One has you covered. I guess you could repair the deck yourself or hire anyone to do it. And maybe it doesn't matter to you who does your pressure washing. But wouldn't you feel better by hiring a Best in Business Award recipient? Call Fence One today, 256-735-3975. That's 256-735-3975. Oh, the best part, they offer financing options ranging from 3 months to 8 years, or you can get qualified for 18 months at 0 interest. Call Fence One today, 256-735-3975. And tell them T-Mill from 94.1 sent you.
This is going to affect all of North Alabama and southern Middle Tennessee. So if you have any loose objects outside, furniture, whatever else, if you're drying your wig outside, bring it in. It's going to blow.
Wig in my yard?
You got to air dry those wigs.
Oh, man.
You can't put that on the hot cycle in the dryer. So, yeah, bring all those loose items in, decorations, things like that. You know, people like to decorate in front of their houses and stuff like that. So that's what's happening when you're hearing this gush of wind. That's what we're going to be dealing with. And then we've got, big storm tomorrow, things like that.
I say we do the Easter egg hunt today then. Blow the eggs all around the yard. Chase the eggs around.
Any eggs that weren't collected last weekend, they're going to blow. All right, it is Monday. We get a chance to put the spotlight on a small business with That's My Business.
Yes, today's That's My Business spotlight goes to Pest King, started in 2021 by Carrie and Karen Battle. Pest King is a family-operated company located in Madison, and the purpose is to provide exceptional pest control services that bring relief to the local community and surrounding areas. Pest King offers residential, commercial, and industrial services for those in need while providing top-tier customer service. Check them out at pest-king.com. That's pest-king.com.
That's my business. Tell us all about your business at WHRPFM.com, and we'll share your info on Tony and T-Mill in the morning on 94.1 WHRP. Just a
Easter egg hunt, because it's all the family, community coming together as one and making donations to make it happen.
Yeah, I mean, so many people out there having fun and neighbors and making new friends, and then that friendly competition. How many eggs can you find? Yeah, I need another basket, Mama. I done already filled this one up. Give me another basket.
You only need one golden egg, and you really win something big, right?
Absolutely.
Well, there's a lot going on in the Tennessee Valley, and you said you got something new coming our way?
Yeah, and it's good news, because I know we're thinking, oh, man, if I see another apartment.
Another restaurant.
But these are new startups, new businesses coming to Huntsville, Birmingham, and Tuscaloosa. So there's 9 startups that have been selected for the first Alabama Launchpad Startup Competition of 2024. So they are competing for, get this, $75,000.
I'm about to start something up.
To help in their funding. So you've got, and so what they're doing is all these startups, they're competing and they're bringing their, kind of like, I guess, a Shark Tank-esque competition.
All right.
Where it's like, hey, this is my startup. I need this money for my business.
So is there like a platform, a place, a time and date that they're going to do all of this at?
Yeah.
Can we come and watch?
I hope they stream it or something. Go check it out. They've got tickets, and it's going to be like an Alabama Launchpad competition. And one of the businesses that's competing, now this business is competing for $25,000. It's called Moxie in Birmingham. And what it is kind of like a membership based for booking and paying for childcare. So this business is trying to change. They're trying to make it easy for parents to access childcare through like apps and childcare and bookings and things like that. One in Huntsville is called Simbi AI. This is Simbi AI, and they're saying that they're developing a tool that utilizes AI to automate review processes and provide comprehensive insights in time and money and your organization, just trying to help you organize your life a little bit better. You got Oma Health in Birmingham as a brand new startup.
Anybody from Huntsville?
Yeah, so Simbi AI, that one's in Huntsville.
Okay.
And the couple other ones in Tuscaloosa, Birmingham. Okay. But these are pretty exciting, and a lot of these startups are black owned.
All right.
That are starting up in different tech. You got a health industry one, and they're all competing for this money for the Alabama Launchpad. So you can check it out on our Facebook page to find out how we can watch it and who's going to walk away with all that money.
Man, listen,
for
I'm
startup.
Sitting here thinking about what kind of a startup I could do.
Yeah.
And you had mentioned babysitter, and I'm thinking nobody has a babysitter for your boo thing, the one that always sneaks and cheats, like when you go to the grocery store.
Yeah,
I need a babysitter for my boo thing. Keep an eye on them. I think that's a great startup. What?
Oh my goodness!
It's
Hey, you
called
on to something?
Boothang Sitter.
Boothang sitter, booth sitter.
Booth sitter.
Tony with T-Mill in the morning.
Monday at the latest gossip headlines.
Ooh, no, they didn't.
Tony's Tattletale.
I can't believe they talking about that.
The latest gossip headlines.
They all up in everybody's business.
Tony's Tattletale.
Tattletale.
Tony's Tattletale. Tattletale.
Tony's Tattletale.
Well, good for you, Odell. He took our advice, T-Mill. You know Odell Beckham Jr. always
Yeah.
listens to the show, right?
Of course, big fan.
Man, he ran. Word is him and Kim Kardashian are no longer a thing. He ran like he was playing a game. He ran like he was going 50 yards to get that touchdown. Ran home, locked the doors, shut the blinds, turned the lights off.
No.
Right. Yeah, the word is we're not sure why. Oh, I know why. He was listening to the show.
Yep.
Run, Odell, run. All right. Ryan Coogler, the guy that produced our favorite Black Panther series,
Yes.
is now working with the folks that have been actually trying to put this together since 2018. And that is a movie with Prince, the musical. Music. Yeah, can you imagine? So now they've got Ryan Coogler on this deal, and not sure when it's going to drop. But if it's already been in the works since 2018, it probably won't be long before we'll be seeing the movie Prince, the musical.
Is it gonna be in Wakanda?
And Usher, baby. Usher celebrates 20 years of These Are My Confessions.
Yeah.
Yes, he was on IG saying, man, can you remember this? It's
20
like
years
20
ago.
years ago. Yeah. So nonetheless, we're going to send out our love to Usher. Keep it going, man.
Yeah, 20 more years of Mo
Hey,
confessions.
man. All right. It's not the word. It's just what I heard. It's just tattletales.
Tony's Tattletales is sponsored by Hello Huntsville, where your heartbeat of the community comes alive. Check out Hello Huntsville at WHRPFM.com.
94.1 WHRP. Tony with T-Mill in the morning. Our favorite day of the week because we get to help businesses thrive and survive with Tish Hardrick and Associates. Good morning, Tish.
Good morning. Happy Monday.
Happy Monday.
Yes, every Monday we check in with Tish to help businesses. Tish, what do we have on tap for today?
Today we're talking about how to save money within a business.
Outstanding. So what's our fifth tip in helping out these businesses?
You know my favorite word, right? It's budget, budget, budget. So you want to be sure to budget. At number 5, it's always a straightforward bit of advice that I give over and over. But when you're in the throes of running a business, it's so easy to neglect to budget. If you haven't already, take some time away from your daily operations to build a budget that will guide your spending and save over the next year. Estimate how much revenue that you expect to earn and examine your current expenses, because then you'll be able to determine the impact of any pending changes or both. And it could be the key you need just to build a budget accordingly.
It's Money Monday. Tish Hardrick and Associates. 5 tips that will help you on how to save money within a business. And tip number 4.
Reduce your real estate expenses. There's a good chance that rent is one of your largest expenses. And looking for ways to reduce this line item, even temporary, can have a big impact on your bottom margins. So with us being in that post-COVID area, a lot of employees have been keen to work at home. Explore whether letting go of some of your office space is possible, or either rent a smaller space that could accommodate the business just as easy. If you need to keep your physical space, you can do little things like consider subleasing or offsetting some of your rent, but make sure that your lease allows that before you try to do so.
All right, Tish, what is our third tip?
Explore leasing versus buying on your equipment. If your company needs some major new equipment to maintain operations, consider if leasing makes sense for you. Leases are available from everything from machinery to IT equipment. So leasing equipment sometimes is a little more cost effective in a short term than buying the equipment outright.
If you are Thinking about starting a business? Have a small business? Listen up. Tish Hardrick and Associates giving you some great ideas on how to save money within a business. And tip number 2.
Outsource your labor where possible and when it makes sense. So instead of making more hires, discern what work can be done by freelancers or contractors, and think about interns also. In a lot of cases, you're likely to pay a contractor more per hour than you would an employee. But outsourcing labor is a good way for businesses to keep your labor costs a little low, and it also allows you to take baby steps into a full hire in a more cost-effective way.
Oh, man, we got one more tip. I can't wait. Tip number 1.
Take some time and renegotiate some of your service fees and your contracts. When's the last time you took a good look at your contracts and just went back to revamp if you can do a little bit of shift in some of those service fees? Review these services and products that you've purchased, from employee insurance to software subscriptions. You may be surprised at how some of the rates and discounts have changed, because in some cases it only takes a phone call or an email, and that'll make a difference.
Well, if you want more ideas, and these great tips are fabulous, how to save money within a business, I'm sure you want to get in contact with Tish Hardrick and Associates. How can they do that, Tish?
You can always contact us by checking out us on the web at thetishteam.com, where we're building foundations of success one step at a time with grants, business consultancy, and careers.
Let's jump for the Alabama Black History Minute with T. Mill.
We are continuing to celebrate Women's History Month, the bold, brave, and beautiful women who are doing things here in the Tennessee Valley, like Miss Tanisha M. Lewis, a Department of Defense civilian with more than 30 years of faithful service. She is a philanthropist, giving to charitable causes, helping to advance the quality of life for the less fortunate among us. A former chapter president of Alpha Kappa Alpha sorority, she is an amazing leader who we are thankful to have in our community. The bold, the brave, and beautiful. Check them out on our website at WHRPFM.com.
That's your Alabama Black History Minute with Tony and T. Mill in the morning. 94.1 WHRP.
Today, but it better be waffles.
I can only eat waffles probably once, not 3 times in a day.
Yeah, you got to do it up. Right, so blueberry waffles for breakfast, and then fried waffles.
I like waffles with pecans.
Oh.
Or is it pecans?
Pecan.
Yeah, I like waffles with pecans and butter and little syrup. Sometimes I like fruit on top of my waffles. Yeah. But for 3 times in a day,
once, twice, 3 times a waffle.
Oh my goodness.
Well, how many times is this guy going to dodge cases and lawsuits and just, no, he's nothing sticking to this guy.
Are the kids still learning what they call American history at school?
They are.
Okay, well, it's a bunch of lies, but nonetheless, this one will be the first truth on all the lies he's told.
Yeah.
His orangeness, who today is the day that he has to pay back the state of New York at least $500 million?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. They say evidently it's $464 million, and that's, I think that it was originally $450. I think he has interest. I think he has interest on this.
Yeah.
And it's going to keep going up until he.
And then if he don't, looks like Letitia said, hey, we're going to get them buildings. We're going to get your assets, everything you own, until you pay this money back.
They say the New York Attorney General could begin the process of seizing his assets if he does not secure the bonds that he needs to cover the ruling that happened. So
the wigs too?
Are those wigs?
Yeah, they gotta be wigs.
You think so?
I think so. I ain't trying to start nothing. I think they, just look at the way they blow in the wind.
I thought they were major comb overs, so they're a wig?
He's got some.
It's a comb over gone bad when the part keeps going closer to your ear. What we have here, ladies and gentlemen, is a serious comb over.
But they're gonna get everything.
Well, Mr. Comb Over That's his new name. Yeah. Has gotten over. He was charged with 34 counts of falsifying business records and, stemming from reimbursements that he made. I think Michael Cohen was his lawyer guy. And, hush money payments and all that kind of stuff. He was supposed to pay that, I guess she was an adult film star.
Yeah.
Stormy Daniels.
Hush money.
Yeah. So that and many other things. How many? Is it 90 counts?
90-something counts.
Yeah.
You got all these. How do you apply for a job to run the world with 90-something indictments, hush money that you've been paying, allegations of sexual harassment? You owe the government money. Like, what is happening? And he's still running.
Our country is broken, has been for decades.
Wow.
Yeah, so he's had lots of bankruptcies, personal scandals, impeachments, just the list goes on and on. It's actually nauseating to have to keep repeating these stories about him, and nothing ever seems to stick to where he's paying the price for the crimes that he has done.
What does he know?
He's got a little black book on everybody.
Favors.
He has to have dirt on people in order for him to keep dodging all of this. But he don't know LJ like we know LJ. He ain't got nothing on her, and he's tried, just like they did Fonnie.
Fonnie coming too.
Fonnie, but Letitia?
Yeah. Give it up. I need it. Your golf course.
Hey, Lala? Nah.
Tony with T-Mail in the morning. The podcast.
We all know what happened to Leo.
Set it off.
What?
Now you don't have to miss anything. Like your favorite features. Black in the Day, Back in the Day. Tony's Tattletales. The Alabama Black History Minute. Or the old school song of the day and more.
Had 5 on it.
It's all on the podcast at the top of our website, WHRPFM.com. Tony with T-Mail in the morning. The podcast.
Somebody won.
It wasn't her. No.
Stay connected on the Tony with T-Mail in the morning podcast at WHRPFM.com.
Keeps on falling in love. And I wonder when you are in and out of relationships, do you ever sit down and just kind of look back and say, how many times was I in love? How many times have I been in love? And was I really in love, or was I in lust?
That's the question. Yeah.
Was I in a deep, deep like, or was I in love?
How do you know?
How do you know? A lot of people were speculating, wondering what was going on, T-Mill, with Kate, Princess of Wales. And she had an operation, abdominal operation, that was shared.
Yeah.
But then nobody knew exactly what kind of operation was this. And then a couple of weeks ago, it was Mother's Day in England, and she posted a picture of herself with her kiddos. Then, here come the trolls.
Yeah.
She doesn't have her wedding ring on. That picture's been altered. Something's going on. Speculation after speculation. She's like, you know what? Enough is enough. So Friday, after we left, she announced that she had been diagnosed with cancer.
Yikes.
And so basically what, Princess of Wales, Miss Kate Middleton, said that she and her husband, Prince William, wanted to have some time to tell their children. They got very young kids.
Yeah, and how do you explain that, because you don't want to keep it from them.
No.
You want to make sure that they know what's going on, but that's tricky to try to explain exactly what's happening and then why, because they're going to have questions.
Yeah, and why mommy looks different or is moving different or however it's affecting her.
Yeah.
And things are definitely, something's different with mom.
Yeah.
So they wanted time to do that. And she said that at this time, she said, I'm also thinking of all those whose lives have been affected by cancer. For everyone facing this disease in whatever form, please do not lose faith or hope. You are not alone.
Yeah.
Quote unquote. Yeah.
We've seen time and time again, hope and prayers with just positive thinking definitely turns things around, and having people around you that have that positive thinking and hope and just raising your vibration to, beat this and get through it. There's not a cure yet, but hope can definitely change lives.
There's a lot of people who have been in remission, who have beat the battle of cancer. And you remember King Charles III also is dealing with cancer and cancer treatments. It happened at around the same time.
Yikes.
So maybe that was another factor, is like, we'll pull back on this story because that one as well. But so sending our heartfelt thoughts out to that family, no doubt.
It will.
The Royals, and hoping that they both can push through.
Knock it out of here.
Great music, good vibes, awesome listeners. Today's best variety of R&B, 94.1 WHRP.
Keisha Cole, No Love
Now
Lost
after
on
that.
94.1 WHRP. Listen, I'm telling you, we have to get to the bottom of whoever that guy is in the background. Tell him.
That's our daddy. She found her daddy.
Mr. Cole, good morning.
Oh, my goodness.
Tony with T-Mill in the morning. Ooh, tell him.
So you like comedy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So Kevin Hart, who's made a big chunk of money telling jokes and doing humorous things, is to receive the Mark Twain Prize for American Humor. Kevin Hart. Yes. And so he will become one of the country's most recognizable performers. Of course, I think around the globe, Kevin Hart's popular.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So many, not many, but a select few have walked away with the Mark Twain Prize. And not bad. This guy's been grinding for good 20 years, wouldn't you think? About 20 years, yeah.
Pretty much, yeah. The time's been flying by. Yeah.
So, his first movie, I guess, was Paper Soldiers. And then he's gone on to a few others. The 40-Year-Old Virgin, that's still a good movie.
That is classic. Hey, I got to give it to him on that. That's still a classic.
That's still a good one. And a few others. I like The Hollywood Husbands. Isn't he a part? He's part of that whole. Was that his idea? Was that him and Nick's idea?
That was him.
Yeah. So funny stuff. But other people who have actually collected this award: George Carlin, Whoopi Goldberg, one of my faves, Bob Newhart, very dry sense of humor, Carol Burnett, Bill Cosby. They have all been recipients of the Mark Twain Prize, and so he's now in the lineup with them.
Absolutely. And they say this is going to air on Netflix, the Mark Twain Prize for American Humor, on May 11th. You can see the whole ceremony and, just kind of celebrate comedy and see the little man get his prize.
Yeah, congratulations.
You can stay connected to the Tony with T-Mill in the Morning Show just by listening online at WHRPFM.com and hitting that listen live button. You don't want to miss T-Mill's shenanigans. Weekdays from 6 to 10 a.m. at WHRPFM.com.
I do a DoorDash every now and then and, order some food, but you said something about that. What are they doing now?
So DoorDash is thinking about, flying your food to you. Yeah, imagine that. DoorDash has teamed up with Wendy's. They're attempting to bring your burgers and your fries via a drone delivery. Is what they're saying. And a lot of people have been thinking about doing this whole drone delivery. I don't know, because I'm telling you this. If I see a drone food box, I'm about to shoot that out the sky. I'm hungry. You know what I'm saying?
What if it gets hung up in the tree and now your burger and fries is sitting up there and that bird goes,
I'm wondering if the drones are going to have problems like the airplanes sometimes with those flocks of birds. What if a bird sees that food? I don't know. But nonetheless, they're doing it in an experiment, and they're doing it in the city of Dallas. And they're working not only with Wendy's, but Walmart.
Wow. I don't know if that's going to work, because remember they did that whole package drone thing with Amazon, and they were dropping your packages off, and it just, you ain't seen a package dropped off since.
Right. Yeah. All right. Well, we're going to keep an eye on that.
All right. Well, the best and worst cities for black women to find love.
Huntsville.
Hey. A TikToker, she's made this list and has the best areas for melanated women to date.
Okay.
Now, she says the odds have increased in places like Alaska.
Really?
Yep. The ratio of unmarried black men to women is 179.7.
Because they working on that pipeline. They got them a job.
Well, if you ain't trying to freeze your eyelashes off, there's also some unwed men. There's more unwed men than women in places like Colorado, North Dakota, Wyoming. How about South Dakota?
I don't think there's melanin men in those places.
Well,
they're saying there is.
That's what they're saying. There's a couple, but the cities that you should avoid, are places where there are more unmarried women than men. Alabama, the DMV, and Puerto Rico. And they say Delaware is the worst state with a ratio of 71%.
Now, where again can you find a good man?
Alaska.
You know what? I can't pass it up. That sure is cold.